check this out. It's DJ Khaled. Hey, yo, Prince Malik. Keep hustling. Keep getting money. Keep stunting on these fuckboys.
I wanna know, have you ever met somebody like me? I wanna know, I might be driving cars like this.
What's up? I'm here in New York City celebrating July 4th with Prince Malik. We are at the House nightclub. Prince Malik is somebody who is a superstar in the pop music scene as an awesome artist and also an entrepreneur, as he's somebody who owns everything from real estate, pharmacies, gas stations, nightclubs, and much more. He has a PhD, he's a doctor, and he has a lot of experiences to share in terms of networking, relationships, and much more. I've known him because this guy is one of the best at developing relationships and his skill sets, and he's an awesome guy. He's somebody who, my first day going out with him, we went to the club, we were hanging out with Beyonce and DiCaprio and Daniel Craig. This guy is somebody who's highly connected to New York nightlife. And so this is actually my first time going out to a bar in New York City since I've seen this guy. It's been like, I don't know, like years. Like what, 2, 3, 4, 5 years? I don't know.
It's like more than 5 years.
Yeah.
We win, means the day I met you, you know, I believe on successful people can feel the vibe because we go through the process in life so much. We can feel who's legit and who's not, and people like to change values. They don't just like people like us. We're tired of just giving our values. So we always admire people who have a caliber like yourself, and appreciate your friend Nick for years. You know, I always learn something, man. And in exchange, he's always like, you've been knowing me for years. I'm going up.
Yeah.
And thanks God. And it's because of some of my friends I have like yourself.
Well, one of the interesting things about you is that not only are you a businessman, you get down to business in your personal life as well. When you roll to the bars and clubs, you're in a phantom full with the hot girls, and you're surrounded with a little entourage that usually follows you with a series of stretched limousines full of models. I've been out to the clubs with you. I remember I stayed for a month with you, and I was rolling around your phantom with the models, and then I think you were living with Zab Judah, and you were hanging out with Bill Clinton and Will Smith, and it was really interesting to see the celebrity scene. I guess even though this is kind of like out of reach for a lot of the normal people who are watching our channel, it's just really fascinating to see somebody who's had the level of success that you've gotten. I'd be really curious to hear, how do you network in such a high social circle, and like what it's like?
I just, it's simple as that. When you value yourself, whatever you teach, man, I applied it. If you value yourself to high status, well, guess what? I'm a writer, Nick. You put me with 20 crackheads in jail, I'll be writing about crack. Trust me. So it's about having a social circle or create a social circle, whatever you teach in a thing, and applied it around you who will exchange values, who will not be just value seekers and not be like, man, I had a good time, yo, Prince Malik pictures, yeah. What the fuck I get out of it? So people like us, we get used to it. It's like a horde effect. It's like you know what's coming. But when people meet people with their own caliber or feel like they're in your caliber, you always exchange ideas, man. And that is a key to success. So all my friends that I know, like yourself, I never see anybody say, yo, bro, I have a problem with my relationship. I don't hear none of these things because I feel like the social circle you make your friends or all of you, like your networking doing right now, that keeps so positive vibes. There would be no way Wall Street crash and I'm committing suicide. I have friends, I can talk to them of my caliber, and they will tell me, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope we're on the same page though.
Yeah. Well, I think about you that's really interesting is that although you like work really hard, you also play really hard. I'd be really curious about your work-play life balance. Like, how do you manage all these operations and all these businesses, yet have the time to play so hard?
When I don't care, I share it. It takes time to put things on autopilot. I'm a kind of a believer. If I put 20 million on autopilot and lose $1 million a year, and me not working, it's okay. So I'm kind of person who set things up. When I set things up, I don't know nobody, Nick. I gotta finish that project. I make it as a video game. Make sense? You throw a ball there, you gotta it's supposed to drop there. And if it's not dropping there, then I didn't create it right. So I'll fix it. And once balls start going right, then I got my check and everybody's happy, create jobs, everybody's so happy, and I love my new cars.
It sounds like also, I guess just when we're hanging out with you, a lot of your networking seems to be around social events. How are you utilizing social events in terms of networking with really powerful people?
I'll be honest with you, it's like magnet thingy. It's my resume, it's so powerful. People like to associate with me because this is a fact. Because they know that I'm exchanging value. And in return, I get value. Yeah, I got losers. Yes, I do. And I'm used to it. By scanning them, I know what people who want shortcuts and what people want to be better than me. And the people who want to be better than me, these are the bosses.
One of the things
people want to be me.
Yeah.
These are people going to burglarize me.
I think it's really cool also that whenever I hang out with you, you're always around such fascinating people. And people always say you're kind of like the average of the people you hang out with. I guess, but for you, like though, you're always like ahead of most of the people you hang out with though, in terms of like business and social life, because you kind of like built so many empires in terms of different businesses.
I feel like I can change people basis on what they have. And I got benefit out of it too. So let's see if I see talent from my record label. Anybody signed with Prince Malik Music, they know they have a budget. They're doing albums. In return, what I get, I sell them 3 times more. So it's about, I think, being in a position where I'm at right now is a beautiful thing. You create more people and make like you could say, like, man, this guy who has a Bentley next to me, I told him how to do it. Make sense? And in return, what you get is you get no enemies. Like I have no enemies. Nobody hates me on my face ever. Ever in my face, anybody say, I hate you, motherfucker. Never. So weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's definitely not the case for me and most of the people in my company because we're such a controversial business.
Nobody in my life anybody told me, fuck you in my face.
Yeah.
No lie. So I think that's what I accomplished. After accomplishing what I accomplished.
Well, what do you think are the core beliefs that have really helped you take your business life and your social life to the next level?
Focus.
Like, what are like those things? Focus?
Period. 100%. You start anything, you gotta give 100%. Don't expect. You know, Kobe Maroon, you always tell, like, you gotta create a machine for win. And then you're okay. If you're not creating for the win, you're not winning, man. And if you create for win, you have to win the way I said. The ball's supposed to go don't. Drop there. It's not dropping there. You gotta fix the line. That's it. It had nothing to do with you. It's the line you fucking did it.
Could you talk also a little bit about your business life? Like, how did you first start your business life? Yeah?
Vision. It's like business-wise, I think it's close to gambling. When you have access to funds, you'll be like, this is good, this is good, this is good. And you happen to be right all the time. I don't know what can I say.
Okay. Well, the thing is about you is that you've created so many businesses and you own so many businesses. And the thing is, it's so interesting that you talk about focus, yet at the same time, you're also multitasking so many businesses at the same time.
One at a time. Autopilot, you're done. Autopilot, you're done. Autopilot, you're done. Now you sit and watch a boss keep going the same way in all 3 directions. That's it. You can do it remotely though, the cameras.
Yeah. it's really cool to hear about how you've done that, because so many people that I've met are surprised about how you can actually create a life that makes so much money, because you're definitely one of the wealthiest people I've interviewed. And yet at the same time, you're able to do that, yet have so much time to have like an amazing personal life. So like your dating life, can you talk a little bit about how amazing it is? I've seen it
I'm
firsthand.
gonna tell you something personal, Nick. My best friend and my brother, who was top 10 doctors of New York State also, passed away 2 years ago. He just died like that. And this is why I learned, and give me a shock. And I'm saying, what I'm doing next day of my life, that's gonna make me happy. And when I apply that on myself, amazingly, everybody around me is happy. So energy is transferable. This is what happened. I have no hunger. I don't fuck people. I don't need to. For me, you're just gonna get love. And if you're not my caliber, I'm out. So I deliver at this point just only positive energy. In return, what I get, positive energy.
I guess another thing that was really interesting about you is that you got into the music business. What inspired you to get into the music business?
I used to write since I was a kid, when I'm in school, high school. You see my poems, you will like genius. What happened from coming to my Bayside house to Manhattan, I don't rap, right? So I told myself today, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna rap all the way. I'm gonna see anything, any building, any car, Toyota, I have to say something about it. By the time I got Manhattan, I didn't stop. So I was thinking, rapping is not only art, but knowledge of vocabulary. You're just putting the words together. I'm a poet. I do poetry. My words come with feelings. My words don't come with matching the last word.
I would love to see RSD instructors come up with their own raps as well. You know, I would love to have my own. You know, I've seen you doing stuff with Fat Joe and all sorts of other famous artists. It's kind of cool.
I work with. I'm one of the people who honored to people who won academies singing my lyrics. I wrote the lyrics.
How much of you getting involved with the music industry is about the woman?
I get enough that I'm happy, Nick. Very happy.
Yeah.
I think I'm a golden child.
Yeah. Well, I just know that, when I think about you, I think about that Wolf of Wall Street lifestyle. You know, you got the big house, you got the cars, you got the women, you kind of travel around the world.
These people live miserably, Nick.
Well, yeah.
And Wall Street, trust me.
Wall Street's very different. Well, not being in Wall Street. The personal life. You know, you got that exciting personal life, but cleaner.
I think I deserve everything I have. No lie.
Well, tell me about
everything for
what are you doing when you go out to like network with people that makes you so successful to build all these amazing relationships you have throughout New York City? I know you very rarely travel outside New York City as well.
When you ask me questions like that, it made me think like you're a psychologist. I never had these thoughts. I never had these questions when I go out to myself. I just go out because it makes me happy to hang out with certain people.
I think a lot of it comes naturally to you. Because
I don't know, man. I think you're absolutely right. I would never argue with you because you're the person who, you put why 2 plus 2 is 5. I'll be like 2 plus 2 is 5. Let's go.
Well, it's kind of fun interviewing you because so many people have difficulty even just learning how to make friends. Nevertheless, making friends with really successful people. But that's why I think a lot of it comes naturally to you. Like the understanding of social proof, logistics, whatever. I've been trying to get you to think about how you're breaking it down.
Mike will confirm with you. We were hanging out with Clay Thompson the other day. Clay Thompson is number 1 in basket. You know it. He's number 11 on U.S. team. He was hanging out with me, dying all night, just to see what's my name. And I asked Mike, I'm like, dude, we're having a good time. Why are you hitting on me, dude? It was so funny. And Mike was like, why people want to hang out with us? I'm like, because we're not needy.
I think that is definitely the key.
That's what it
If
is.
you're fun, you're not looking for anything particular, you're not so needy, you're not looking for bigger outcome, you're just having
giving.
fun, you're giving.
We're just giving.
The funny thing is, people like will think they understand what that truly means, but they don't. They don't like have that true like total like giving kind of mindset. But it comes across in how you interact with
It's
the world.
easy, Nick.
Yeah.
Just think about it. You don't want nothing in return. You just want to make yourself happy by communicating with other people.
I think that's the thing that a lot of people in business have, because you see people in philanthropy donating a lot of money, but even in your personal life, being able to like donate a lot of yourself personally, just to people, being really giving with all your personal friends and contacts, and in the business world and social world, this leads to so much more results in your personal life and business life and your dating life. I think this comes across.
And we're blessed enough. It's the 4th of July, guys. We living in this country. We have dreams here. Like everybody's so successful here. We just can be successful. Just we're sitting next to the person. Because guess what? Like I have a project, right? I gotta do music video. My budget is 100,000. 50,000 is card.
Bro,
Take care of that, keep 10,000. This is how you get compensated, by just being in the right zone with the people that will give you value. And you get value automatically. You don't need to ask him.
so your social circle, what are you looking for people to really get into your social circle? I know that your time is really valuable, and yet you have a lot of friends, but at the same time, you want to have a tight social circle because your time's so valuable, right? No? What are you looking
Nick,
for?
You're gonna make me crazy if you're gonna make me keep thinking things like that. I look at myself like that. What was on my tax return last year has to be another digit next year. And if it's not, I did something wrong in previous year and I go fix it. That includes my social circle, my friends, my girlfriends too sometimes. Because that is part of my fucking tax return sometimes. The paper and shit makes you too expensive. So I don't go in that deep. I just go in that sense. It's like my bank balance is fine. I'm hanging out with the right people. And I do the right thing. I swear you get compensated from something you don't even know. Just stay in the zone.
Then tell me about like your partying lifestyle. You organize a lot of parties at your house. You go out to socialize a lot.
Yeah, I do.
You have like tons of like little get-togethers.
I have people who have them do certain things. So I have people who make the drinks. I have people who bring the people from where I'm at. I have people who, bring certain people I like for certain night. I have people who at the door, so I don't like to be in a line. I have people who, when I go in the club, make sure I can do whatever I want to do in the club. So it's all, end of the day, it has to be autopilot. It has to be organized. And the city I live in usually is organized. Because I usually have one person do everything. Like, hey, Prince is here. Make sure you do. It comes with a lot of socializing. Right? Money cannot buy everything. Trust me.
Sure, I mean,
Trust me, I'm telling you, you're hearing from a guy who has it. It comes with it being polite, being humble, and not to shit on people's face. Most of us guys do who have money. When we go to clubs, we show off shit on people's face. No, you gotta be super humble there. Because the people who are working or organizing the club, they're not drinking. They're working $100 a night. They hate your fucking ass. And on the top of that, you will dick. Give them $20 when you leave. They say, how your day is going, man? That's it. One line, how your day going? He would never forget. It's so crazy, right?
well, it makes sense.
You
I mean,
teach that thing.
yeah, I mean, when I go out to the clubs with you, pretty much every VIP host, every promoter, nightclub owner all knows who you are, because you have that kind of attitude when you're with people. That
Don't disrespect me. I do not give or take second class behavior. You tell people.
yeah.
And people know not to fuck with me. But same time, people know that I'm very humble. I'm not gonna shit on your face. Never. You're working there, I will respect. You told me to put the beat down. Yeah. I have a license, man. I can do it. I just did it just to make you happy. You know, make that. We family, Nick.
Awesome.